Good evening. The Board of Trustees of Cypress-Fairbanks Independent School District is now convened in a regular meeting on Thursday, March 5th, 2015, in the boardroom of the Cypress-Fairbanks Independent School District Instructional Support Center, 10,300 Jones Road, Houston, Texas, at 6 p.m. I want to welcome the members of our audience and our television viewers to this meeting of the Board of Trustees. As the Cypress-Fairbanks Board of Trustees, we are here to set goals, listen to reports from the superintendent, approve budgets, contracts, personal appointments, and make policy for the district. It is not the role of the board to make day-to-day operational decisions. The management and day-to-day operations of the district are the responsibility of the superintendent. We have policies and procedures in place to resolve concerns and issues. This is a public meeting of the Board of Trustees, not a meeting of the public. Prior to this meeting, board members received information related to items on tonight's agenda. Agenda items will not necessarily be handled in the order listed on the notice. The meeting is open to all who wish to attend and hear the matters discussed. During the course of this meeting, the board may determine that a closed session is necessary. In that event, the board will meet in closed session to consider matters duly posted for this meeting as permitted by Section 551.071 to 551.084, inclusive of the Texas Government Code. These proceedings are airing live on CFTV Channel 16 and CFTV online on the district website. They will also be rebroadcast throughout the month on Channel 16 and available as video on demand on the website. For the tape to adequately reflect the proceedings, I respectfully ask that you please refrain from talking while others are speaking and that cell phones are turned off or in silent mode. Thank you for taking the time to join us this evening and for your interest in the Cypress-Fairbanks Independent School District. Tonight's invocation will be presented by Teresa Hull, Associate Superintendent for Governmental Relations, Communications, and Chief of Staff. Cypress Creek High School JROTC cadets presenting the flag for the Pledge of Allegiance are Riley Sullivan, Trey Simmons, Elijah Neese, and Kyle Griffin. Their sponsors are Lieutenant Colonel Timothy Lambert and Master Sergeant Richard Ray. Please stand for the invocation and remain standing for the Pledge of Allegiance to the flag.
Let us pray. Dear God, thank you for the many blessings you have showered upon this community. We are grateful for the teachers who make their daily commitment to provide a positive experience for our students. We ask your blessing on the students and staff in our school district. They are all working so hard to do their very best, learning and teaching, and we are so thankful for their dedication. As we approach spring break, we ask that you keep watch over those who are traveling. We especially pray for the safety of those students who may be home alone next week. Thank you for the school board as they guide us in decisions that are best for our students. As we always do, God, we continue to pray for world peace and for the military men and women who serve and have served this nation. In your name we pray. Amen. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. You may be seated.
Thank you, cadets. Board Member Darcy Mangoya will read the district's vision and mission statement for the benefit of the audience.
Our vision statement: learn, empower, achieve, dream, lead. Our mission statement: maximize every student's potential through rigorous and relevant learning experiences, preparing students to be 21st century global leaders.
Thank you, Ms. Mangoya. Before we get into the meeting, there are a couple of recognitions I'd like to make. I'd like to thank, first of all, and have him be recognized, State Representative Michael Schofield is here with us tonight, and he'll be part of our first agenda item. Representative Schofield, thank you for being here tonight. We appreciate you. And also from our CLC, we have Barbara Locke is here. Thank you, Barbara. And the music you heard prior to our meeting starting was the Cy Falls Chamber Orchestra. Also tonight, our CFTV student production crew is from actually same high school as our cadets were tonight, from Cypress Creek High School. We have Gabrielle Hall, Roberto Norris, Kendall Peterson, and Eric Estep. And their AVP sponsor is Miss Jana Bullock from Cypress Creek High School. So we appreciate their help and how they try to take 10 pounds off of us with the camera. That is sweet. We will now move on to the special recognitions portion of the agenda. Agenda item 1A. The board will recognize Blake Coleman, assistant principal at Anthony Middle School, for saving a student's life. Our presenter will be actually the principal at Anthony Middle School, Ms. Sherma Duck. Sherma?
Thank you. President Ryan, board members, and Dr. Henry, it is my distinct pleasure and honor to present to you tonight one of our Anthony Raven staff members who has distinguished himself as a hero on our campus, Mr. Blake Coleman. On Friday, February 13th, Mr. Coleman was routinely monitoring the cafeteria when some commotion caught the eye of a custodian. The custodian alerted Mr. Coleman, and he took quick action to move to the area, thinking he was going to separate some students that were horseplaying. He realized the students were surrounding an Anthony Raven student, Grayson Barger, who was choking. Remembering a poster he had seen daily for several years, he sprang into action and performed the Heimlich maneuver, dislodging a small piece of apple that was choking Grayson by blocking the air passageway. Because of Mr. Coleman's response to this potentially deadly situation, we have Grayson here tonight. Mr. Coleman, please step to the front of the room to be recognized by the board. I know we have several in the audience who are here to support Mr. Coleman. First, we have the Barger family. If you would stand to be recognized, and Grayson, if you'd wave at the crowd and let them see your face. We have Mr. Coleman's wife and his mother here tonight. We're so honored to have you with us. Thank you. You can stand and be recognized. And I know he has several friends in the audience as well, so if you're a friend of Blake's, if you would like to stand and be recognized at this time, we appreciate you coming out and supporting him as well. I could not be prouder of you, Blake, and I appreciate your quick action in saving the life of one of our finest students. I'm so thankful to have you here tonight, Grayson, and you as well, Blake, and I'm thankful that I hired you. It was a good move. One of the best things I've ever done. So, at this time, I'm going to turn the podium over to our representative, Mike Schofield. He would like to come and address us. Thank you.
I have to say that for most of us, we went to work or to school on Friday, February 13th, not expecting much of anything to happen, although it was Friday the 13th. And for most of us, that's how it transpired. We go about our daily existence, thinking about what we're going to do after lunch, thinking about the classes that we have, not knowing if there's going to be an instant where we're going to be tested and determine if we have the presence of mind to do what's necessary at the time. Mr. Coleman, we are, as your friend Mr. Barger and his family, your colleagues, and all of us who are your neighbors are not only very proud and very impressed with your presence of mind, but we're also very grateful. As those of you who work in the schools or go to school know, our children are our most precious and most important asset. And we expect our educators to have a profound effect on their lives through education. We don't necessarily expect that you're going to have to save their lives as you go, but we are grateful that you are on hand, and we know that there's divine providence involved, but there's also good hiring practices. We are, in the Texas House of Representatives, we are preparing a resolution to honor you, and we will, at the appropriate time, invite you on a day that's convenient to come up to Austin. We'll invite Mr. Barger and his family, your principal, and any board members who are interested in attending. And we would like to show all of the people of Texas the kind of folks that we have here in Cy-Fair. Again, we're very grateful to you, and thank you very much for what you do.
Hey, Gary wants to get a picture of all your families included. And then, hey, Representative Schofield, on your invitation, Dr. Henry said that's awesome, but it has to be a Saturday. Exactly.
Field trip. It's a field trip.
Sherman, get in there.
Representative Schofield?
Yeah, Representative Schofield, get in there.
Step in there, too.
Step in there. I'm going to photobomb this thing. There we go.
You're in it, it's bomb.
Yeah, that's exactly right. Don't put that in the newsletter. Also, I don't know those of you, I saw before the meeting when I was talking to Blake, both Blake and Grayson did an awesome interview this morning on KSBJ Radio. It was fantastic, went over the whole story, and got some free concert tickets, I believe. So that's kind of cool. Agenda item 1B, the superintendent will make remarks and announcements, including the honors and achievements earned by staff and students in recent weeks. Dr. Henry?
Thank you, Mr. President. Just a few honors and achievements here. The annual Superintendent Fun Run raised more than $40,000 for the Cy-Fair Educational Foundation and included over 3,500 participants. The foundation supports CFISD students and staff through scholarships and grants, and that was held a couple of weeks ago. And certainly I want to thank the community for being involved, and also our employees really turned out on that Saturday morning, and it was a great event for a great cause. In girls wrestling, Cy Ridge won its 13th consecutive district team title, with Cy Falls second and Jersey Village third. Cy Ridge girls also went on to win their third consecutive regional title and their second state championship in the past 3 years. Cy Lakes won district in boys wrestling, with Cy Ridge placing second and Cy Ranch third. 35 CFISD wrestlers from all 10 high schools placed in the top 4 at the Region 3 Wrestling Championships. In basketball, results of our girls' teams are as follows. Cy Woods, ranked number 1 in the state by the Texas Association of Basketball Coaches, was our district champion with an undefeated 13-0 record. Cy Fair came in second, Cy Falls third, and Cy Ranch fourth. 2 teams, Cy Woods and Cy Ranch, won their Region 3 6A area round playoff games. Cy Woods won their quarterfinal game to advance to the regional semifinals. They went on to secure one of 4 spots in the UIL State Basketball Tournament starting tomorrow night in San Antonio. So they'll be playing at the Alamo Dome at 8:30 tomorrow night, and we're excited about that. So congratulations to our Cy Woods Lady Wildcats. In boys basketball, Cy Lakes and Cy Woods shared the district title, with Cy Fair placing 3rd and Cy Ranch finishing 4th. All 4 teams qualified for the UIL postseason. Cy Lakes, Cy Ranch, and Cy Woods each won their Region 3 6A by district playoff games. Cy Ranch and Cy Woods each won their Region 3 6A by district playoff game. Did I just say that? I'm sorry. Cy Lakes won both their area and regional quarterfinal round playoff games to advance to the Region 3 6A tournament for the 2nd consecutive year, and I had the opportunity to watch Cy Lakes play Tuesday night, and it was very exciting, and they are definitely representing us well here in our district. In girls swimming and diving, Cy Woods became the first girls team to win a regional championship since 2008. Cy Ranch placed 3rd at the event. The Cy Creek boys team also placed 3rd at regionals. Congratulations to all of our talented students. And now, board members, Mr. President, proud to turn it over to Roy Garcia, who will make a couple of introductions.
Thank you, Dr. Henry. President Ryan and Board of Trustees, at the February board meeting, we announced that Susan Brenz, current principal at Yeager Elementary, was selected to open Woodard Elementary and will begin this new role on March 16th. Tonight, we would like to introduce to you and to the Cy Fair ISD community the new principal for Yeager Elementary, Ms. Laura Barrett. Laura received her Bachelor of Science in Education and her Master of Education from Stephen F. Austin State University. She is currently participating in the Lamar University Principal's Leadership Academy. Laura has 24 years in the education profession. She served 2 years as a 6th grade teacher in Palestine ISD before joining Cypress-Fairbanks as a teacher at Sheridan. Laura served as an assistant principal at Owens Elementary for 5 years and as the principal the past 15 years at Owens. When Laura is not working, she likes to spend time with family and friends. Laura and her husband, Basie, have been married for 17 years and have a 7-year-old daughter, Brenna, who is in the 2nd grade. Please join me in congratulating Laura on her new leadership assignment.
President Ryan and Board of Trustees and Dr. Henry, I want to thank you so much for this opportunity. 15 years ago, I was in the same room and was given the honor of being the principal at Owens Elementary, which has been an amazing experience for me. It's been 15 wonderful years where I have grown and learned a lot and had so many wonderful experiences. And it's time for me to have a new opportunity. So I thank you for trusting me with Yeager Elementary as the new principal there, where I look forward to continuing to learn and grow. And the Yeager family has been already so welcoming. They have a long tradition of excellence and lots of wonderful traditions and things in their community and in the school. And the whole school has been, I want to thank all of the Yeager teachers and staff, the business partners and communities already reached out to me, the parents, and so it's already been a great welcome, and I'm looking forward to getting to know them better. I have to thank my Owens family that's been part of my life for the past 20 years that I've been at Owens, and it's been a blessing and just the highlight of my career so far. And so they have helped me to become who I am today, and I'm not going to be saying goodbye to them. I'm just going to be moving on to meet more people and continue to have other opportunities. So thank you for giving that to me and trusting that with me. I want to thank all of my colleagues and principal friends who've also helped me to grow and to be ready to take on this new challenge. So thanks again.
Thank you, Laura. Our next announcement is for our new principal for Andre Elementary School, Mrs. Laura Ann Novoskinski. Laura Ann received her Bachelor of Science from Baylor University and her Master of Education Administration from the University of St. Thomas. She is currently a doctoral student at Texas A&M University. Laura Ann has 20 years in the education profession. She first served as a first grade teacher in North Carolina before becoming a teacher at Bain Elementary. She also taught at Alt Elementary and served as an administrative intern at the Instructional Support Center. Laura Ann has served as an assistant principal for the past 15 years. She served in this role at Farney, Walker, and Andre Elementary. In addition, she also served as a summer school principal. When Laura Ann is not working, she likes spending time with her family. She enjoys reading, scrapbooking, photography, and cake decorating. Laura Ann and her husband Leonard have 3 children, Alex and Colby, who both attend Smith Middle School, and Mason, who attends Warner Elementary. Please join me in congratulating Laura Ann on her new leadership assignment.
President Ryan and the Board of Trustees, and Dr. Henry, and all the administrative team, I just want to thank you so much for this opportunity to be able to serve Andre Elementary as the new principal. From the moment I joined the Andre team 7 years ago, I knew that I had found my home. And so I just feel very committed and very passionate about the teachers and the students and the parents and the community of Andre Elementary. And I look forward to working with our team to continue those traditions that have already been set forth before me. And so I would like to introduce my family. This is my husband, Leonard, and my boys, Alex, Mason, and Colby. And also the Andre team that is here with me today. I have all of the administrative team with me, as well as members of the faculty and staff. If you would please stand as well. And specifically Marilyn Friedel, who has been such a supporter for me for the past years that I have known her, and just really been encouraging to me and helped me to grow to become the leader that I hope to continue to be today. And finally, I would like to thank the principals that have come to share today with me, as well as Carrie Huff, who was my very, very first partner, the very beginning of our leadership journey together 16 years ago. So thank you, Carrie, as well. And thank you.
Thank you, Roy. And also, Marilyn, Dr. Henry just passed me a note just to let you know that he needs you to work on Saturday. I thought so. For those of you that don't know, Friday is Marilyn's last day, and she has been awesome. Please give her a round of applause. We've got a great group of honorees tonight. What I'd like to do is take about a 5-minute break to where you can go and congratulate all of these honorees, and then also during this time, those of you that want to sneak out, it's a perfect opportunity. Dr. Henry did it last month. We didn't even know he was gone. Didn't know. So let's take a 5-minute break. Agenda item 2A. Any board member may make a comment during this portion of the agenda without prior posting being required. Comment items may not pertain to the character of any student, staff, or board member and may not be discussed or deliberated upon at this time. Are there any comments from board members? Mr. Covey.
Okay, first of all, I'd like to thank Dr. Macias and Dr. Henry for putting together a presentation that we're going to be doing at the National School Board Association meeting in Nashville in a couple of weeks. Every time I ask Dr. Macias to do something special like this for the Texas Association of School Board or the National Association of School Boards, she never turns me down. She doesn't tell me no. She generally tells me what to do, but it's amazing what she can put together. and I appreciate what she's doing. We're out there trying to tell the story about public education, and this session that we're going to be doing for the National School Board is about our JA Inspire, which is an amazing event that we put on for the second time. And it's just something we're all very proud of. And actually, when the leadership TASB was down here, they were so enthralled by it, they want to make sure that we're presenting to them next year. So it's even more exciting. I also wanted to say good luck to all the Cy-Fair High School chamber choirs. There's 5 or 6 that are going to the Madrigal contest in San Antonio, and it's the state Madrigal contest. I think Cy Ranch won it 2 years ago, possibly, and Cy-Fair won it in 1999. I know that because my son was in that group. And I'll also tell you that I'm reminding everybody that the legislators are in session, and please, please pay attention to what they're doing. Please contact them, because if they don't hear from you, they're under the assumption that you're supporting what they're doing. So if you see something that you don't support, please get in touch with them and let them know. Thank you.
Thank you, Bob. Any other comments from board members? Ms. Hartley?
Okay. I just want to say thank you to our communications department. There's so many things, so much information to get out to the parents, to get out to the staff, and to get to the board members. I was unable to attend Monday night, but because of our top-notch staff, I was able to watch, read, listen to everything that went on, and feel very, it makes me feel very comfortable and have the knowledge of what we're voting on tonight, what we're making decisions about. So I just want to thank our communications department. I want to thank you for all the great the tweets and the Facebook posts and the way that you get out all the good news about this district. I think it's very, very important with the political climate these days. We're doing great things in this district, and I will say I want to give a shout out to Campbell Middle School. Had a great visit on this yesterday, and just great things happening for those Campbell Gators, and thank you, Dr. Henry. Thanks.
Thank you, Christine. Anyone else? I do want to thank someone on behalf of the board, the group from TSTA, specifically April Lemon. She's a cat herder when she has to deal with us, but she gets us to all participate and read Across America, which was this past week, and it was a great turnout. I had a blast. They've asked me not to come back to Francone, but I personally enjoyed the 30 minutes I was there. No, but April, thank you, and thank you, all of you at TSTA. That is such an awesome event, and we really enjoy it and look forward to next year. Agenda item 3A, patrons who have duly registered per policy BED local may address the board regarding matters of concern or interest to the district other than the character of any student, staff, or board member. I would like to remind the audience and the viewers that the comments of the speakers reflect their own positions or opinions. The board may not discuss or act upon any matter that is not listed under the action item portion of the agenda. Therefore, board members may not discuss the comments of speakers. Please understand that a lack of a response from board members does not indicate agreement or approval of the comments. Each speaker will be given 3 minutes to address the board. Ms. Christine Hartley, Secretary of the Board, will be the designated timekeeper. Tonight, we have one speaker, and that happens to be Ms. Mary Stoner. Ms. Stoner, you got the spotlight tonight.
Good evening, President Ryan, Board of Trustees, and Dr. Henry. My name is Mary Stoner, and I am speaking as the president of Cy-Fair TSTA NEA. During a recent board meeting, one trustee asked about the teacher turnover rate. No one seemed to have a definitive answer for the board, so we thought we'd offer our union's observations. Since Cy-Fair is one of the higher paying districts, we can't blame turnover on the money, unless we factor in how much healthcare costs. So what is causing our teachers to seek employment elsewhere? Well, to begin, a lack of respect. Daily, our profession is slammed by the media, politicians, and the deformers who are ruining public education. Couple that with a lack of administrative, parent, and student respect, and teachers leave the profession within the first 5 years. A lack of administrative support has been reported as a reason. When teachers share problems with administrators, they seek solutions, not blame. which is what typically happens. Teachers want assurance that if things should get tough, someone has their back and won't give in to external pressures. Why are teachers leaving? A lack of discipline. And when discipline is lacking, safety becomes an issue and learning suffers. Unfortunately, more and more academic time is being used and wasted on discipline. In the past, when students misbehaved, a referral was written and the behavior was corrected. Now, teachers' appraisal scores are lowered when they write too many referrals. So now many teachers avoid reporting disruptive behavior and the problem continues to grow. Discipline policy must be enforced. Why are teachers leaving? Grades. Our teachers report being pressured to pass students. If students aren't successful, the teacher is blamed. They hear, "You aren't engaging enough. Your lessons aren't fun. Students don't like you." Notice at whom the finger is being pointed. Though state law mandates grades should be an authentic representation of student learning, teachers will say privately that they dole out the D's to avoid getting in trouble. This is a problem. We do have a solution. Give teachers a voice in the decision-making process. We are in the classrooms daily. We know firsthand what is going on. Those who haven't been in the classroom for 10 years or more don't understand the pressures that are causing our teachers to leave the profession in record numbers.
Thank you, Ms. Stoner. During the committee of the whole meeting on Monday, board members received reports on the district's participation in purchasing co-ops and also on our 2015 summer school plans for elementary, middle, and high schools. Also, during the course of the committee of the whole meeting, it was the consensus of the board that the following action items be approved as submitted or amended. Action item 5A, the board will consider awarding bids and contracts and purchase orders for various items. Agenda item 5B, the board will consider approving tax refunds of $500 or greater. And 5C, the board will consider approving the minutes of our February 12, 2015 board meeting. On Monday, the following non-consensus items were placed on the consensus agenda. Agenda items 6A, 6B, and 6D. If any board member wishes to remove one or more items for further discussion, please do so at this time. If not, I will entertain a motion to approve the consensus items as recommended or amended.
I move that we approve the consensus items as presented.
Thank you, Ms. Mangoya. May I have a second? Second, Mr. Covey. All those in favor, please signify. It's unanimous, and that will take us back to agenda item 6C, and that would be on page 137 of our board book. The board will consider adopting a resolution to expand the state's investment in pre-K education. Were there any additional questions from board members on this? If not, may I have a motion? Motion, Mr. Hoffman. May I have a second?
Second.
Second, Ms. Hartley. All those in favor, please signify. It is unanimous. That will take us to agenda item 6E. The board will consider a level 3 appeal of a level 2 decision denying an employee grievance filed by Kelly C. Any questions from board members, and do we need to go into closed session on this? No questions from board members. May I have a motion, please?
I move that the board uphold the decision from the level 2 hearing.
I have a motion from Ms. Mangoya. I have a second from Mr. Hoffman. All those in favor, please signify. It's unanimous. We will now go on to the superintendent's briefing portion of the agenda. Dr. Henry will make comments and provide information on various district topics.
You want to do the addendum?
No?
Okay. All right.
That's not president.
Yeah. Thank you, Mr. President. March is National Nutrition Month. This campaign focuses attention on the importance of making informed food choices and developing sound eating and physical activity habits. Spring break is next week. I think everyone knows that. March 9th through 13th. All schools will be closed and classes will resume on Monday, March 16th. Club Rewind is offering day camps for our K through to 8th graders every day over spring break. The registrations in 6 locations can be found on our website. In case of emergency, security may be contacted at 281-897-4337. And certainly I'd like to wish our staff and students and employees all an enjoyable and well-deserved spring break. Summer school programs will be held between June 15th and August 5th, 2015. Schools will not be in session on Fridays during that time period. Other details for summer school, such as program specifics, locations, and exact times, will be posted on the district's website. That's all I have, Mr. President.
Thank you, Dr. Henry. I would have gone to the addendum, but I have to answer to a much higher power, and that would be our board secretary, Donna Blowy. And she put everything in order, and I'm not, 6 weeks ago, she tased me just for taking a pen off her desk. It was awkward moment. Agenda item 8A, the board will consider awarding bids and contracts and or authorizing purchase orders as recommended in the posted agenda item. Do any board members have questions? May I have a motion?
Mr. President, I move that the board award bids and contracts and our authorized purchase orders as recommended in the posted agenda item.
Thank you. I have a motion from Mr. Covey. Second from Ms. Mangoya. All those in favor, please signify. Donna, it's unanimous. And that we have no reason for closed session tonight. That will conclude our meeting. We'd like to thank all of you in attendance and all of you watching online, and we hope each of you have a safe and happy spring break, and we'll see you when you get back. Thank you.
Good job.